Good morning and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Sunday morning and I went to Asda this morning. Not at 6 o'clock because I was still in my bed at 6 o'clock, and then I was out with the dog about past, so probably there about 7 o'clock. And I have to say it was noticeable in the area where you have the reduced meat. There was quite a bit had gone missing. So let's start off with the meat. I did manage to get lean diced Scotch beef. Now that's 400 grams. It was £5.22, which nearly gave me heart failure. But I managed to get that for £3.08. So I got two because that's just what you do. The bacon, I decided we would have that just to give us options, and that was £1.89 for the 10 unsmoked back bacon rashers. Now I also got what I haven't bought these in ages. However, I do like to have them in the freezer. What I do is I take them out and freeze them individually. I put them in a bacon tray, freeze them, and then put them in a bag. And I got the 6 breaded chicken steaks and the 6 southern fried chicken steaks. And I mean, basically, they are there to throw in the air fryer if you're having one of those days. Now, those were $4.38 for 6. So not the cheapest, but for ease and for, as I say, being able to just throw them in the air fryer when you come in the door, love them. Sweet potato fries, because I like them and I haven't had them for a while. They were £2.18, and the bigger bag of chips, that was on a rollback, so it was reduced to £3.48. So what I'm just going to do now that you've seen them is pop this down here and go and throw them in the freezer. I mean, it's a 20-minute run back from the supermarket for me, so I don't really want them out much longer. So then we have our butter. As you can see, I've got the large butter again, just because we use so much butter. That is £3.94. So I think you save about 2p instead of buying the 2 smaller ones. But it just, for me, having that in the freezer or having that in the fridge is just, I like that. And the milk, because I'm almost out of milk. That is 2 pints of milk, and that was £1.20, which that stayed that price for quite a time, which I'm quite impressed about. We then have my fruit and veg. I got onions to slice, as I was talking about last night. Now, they were 99p. I'm quite sure they used to be 69p. So they've definitely gone up in price. I've got my cooking peppers. They were £1.87. Now, I like them in stir fries. I like them in fried rice. I also like them roasted with some garlic and salt and pepper. So they will be, oh look, this is a cute little one. They will be getting cooked up. Carrots, we're going to roast some of them and possibly slice and freeze some, but definitely roasting carrots. They were, I think they were 69p. Yep, 69p for the carrots. And the cabbage, I got a large cabbage. This is over a kilo, so it was £1.15. I think, what does it say? £1, what? 1.152 kilos. So yeah, probably like £1 a kilo. We have some noodles, because I'm running out of noodles, and I do like having them either to make my own pot noodle for lunch, or just to add, to change out and maybe having a wrap or have instead of the fried rice. We have some crumpets. Now, Oh, I forgot to tell you how much noodles were. Noodles. Noodles were £1.38. The crumpets were 68 pence. Now, I could have got the named brand ones, but the difference in price was quite substantial. So for 68 pence, I'm going with the Asda crumpets. Bananas to go on my toast. Oh, that's getting a bit. Just let them out. So my bananas were 94 pence, and that will do me to either to go on porridge or to go on toast for breakfasts in the morning. I have apricots. Now this is 500 grams of apricots, so it's quite heavy, which it would need to be for £3.91. However, I like apricots in my flapjacks. I much prefer that to sultanas. So for me, it's worth it because making flapjacks and having 500 grams instead of the normal 200 grams just as we're quite impressed. So expensive, but worth it in the long run. We have some tomato and garlic pasta sauce. That is going to be used obviously for like a bolognese or with meatballs, but I used my last one, so we're going to have that as a stash in the cupboard. That was 69 pence. I got the last packet of Idahoan mash. Now it's $1.24, which I know is expensive, but it's really good to have in the back of the cupboard. I do like to have one of them in the back of the cupboard. So does Kathleen, because that's pretty much what she uses. We've done butter. Now, my biscuits. This is the pack that I was talking about previously. Malted milks, custard creams, bourbons, and nice biscuits. So they didn't cost that much. The biscuits were £1.82, and I think it's probably 3-4 weeks since I bought the last packet. So that gives me a little sweet treat when I need something. And then we come to the non-food items. I know, I haven't done them in a while. Now, we needed dishwasher tablets. So that was £3.17 for 40. I could not believe when I looked. I thought that was quite expensive personally. And then I looked at like your named brand ones that were like £11. I nearly died. I mean, what on earth? So that was £3.17. My fabric softener, which is just the Asda brand, because what I've noticed, we bought the comfort stuff and it's really nice and it makes the clothes smell lovely, which is nice. But you're only supposed to use such a tiny bit, and the bottle that's supposed to last 60 washes, just not happening in this household. So rather than pay like £4 for that, I paid £2.19 for this. And we'll probably get the same number of washes out of it. Firelighters. I literally used the last firelighters when I lit the fire this week. So firelighters were £1.98 a pack. I mean, I can do the lighting of the fire, but my burn bag is full of all different types of paper, and some of them burn a lot easier than others. So just to make sure that it starts, I like to have firelighters there. We have dog poo bags. Big dog poo bags. Never buy small dog poo bags when you have a German Shepherd. I have found that out to my cost. So I don't know how much they were. I think they were £1 something. And I got 4 microfiber cloths. They were £2.17, and the scourers were £1.50. And that'll be me, for quite some time with non-food items. So in total, my bread. I forgot to tell you about my bread. So Kingsmill 50/50 Farmhouse. Now, I like Farmhouse. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I think the squirrels just look too man-made. Now, I was pretty sure that was £1.40, and I wasn't impressed, but I was like, right, okay. I got that for 98 pence. It's on my receipt, is 98 pence. So, yeah. So, in total, what you see there came to £56.94. That'll do me. I think that's quite a goodly amount for that amount of money. And that will get us through the next couple of weeks quite easily. So, yeah. Now I'm going to go and have a well-deserved cup of tea and possibly a couple of crumpets. Catch you later.